Today is all about quintessential Sarasota. I'm going to take you on a tour of one of the most nostalgic, reminiscent of the Ringling Museum era neighborhoods in all of Sarasota. Very special, very unique to Sarasota, the Whitfield area, just north of the Sarasota Airport. So we're going to take you on a tour of this Whitfield area neighborhood in Sarasota today. Please join me. Obviously, because this channel is a real estate channel, it's about location. So first and foremost, where are we? Well, as I mentioned, we're just north of the Sarasota Airport, just northwest, and that's closer to the water, closer to 41. Part of the Whitfield neighborhood sits west of the trail and part of it sits east of the trail. The Whitfield Estates section, the larger homes, the more pricier, higher dollar value generally homes sit west of the trail, okay, because you're closer to the water. And then there's the east of the trail homes as well. So Whitfield Estates is a massive, well, when I say Whitfield Estates, I mean the Whitfields neighborhood in general. 4,500 homes here, spanning between the Whitfield Estates, Whitfield Country Club, and Whitfield Country Club Heights. So I have a new listing back in the Whitfield Heights section, so you want to stay tuned. Make sure you check that out. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath in here, just to give you an idea of the property values in here. 2,600 square feet for $599. So again, like I said, this was all established in the 1920s, very large territory, very reminiscent of that Ringling era. John and Mable Ringling have their big, beautiful Cadazan house at the Ringling Museum just south of here, southwest of here. And it is a very old Florida feeling home. Most of these are like the Spanish Mediterranean style ranch, so all one level styles. And again, this incredible bed and breakfast right here, right across from the Sarabay Golf and Country Club. So it's called Villa Serena Inn. Never even saw this place ever. It's windy today. And also you might hear some planes hovering by because we are pretty much in the flight path over here. By the way, my listing is not in the flight path. It actually sits quite nicely in sort of the median price point for this general area at $599. So prices right now generally tend to range between the high 3s and middle 8s. So just to give you an idea of kind of what's available in terms of the real estate here, obviously that's going to vary based on location and kind of how big your lot is. By the way, the lots are generally a little bit larger. I find like a standard lot in Sarasota is in that 8 to 10,000 square foot range. The listing I have is a 1/3 acre, so about over 15,000 square foot on the lot size. Lots of privacy, lots of fencing. And we'll notice back here, I love these tree-lined streets here. Let's take you on a little walking tour, okay, of Whitfield. I love these older homes, and they're just so comfortable. And again, hopefully you can hear me. It's so windy today. But when you're walking on a lot of these older neighborhood streets, you'll see that there's like little tree-lined areas, which I really, really love. Another great feature of the Whitfield area is what's behind me, the Sarabay Country Club, established in the 1920s. It is a thriving private members-only golf and country club that actually has a wait list. So it's a very popular golf and country club. And as you drive around the Whitfield neighborhoods, you'll notice, again, just like I mentioned, this bed and breakfast here, but there's also the John Ringling Museum. There's the Ringling School of Art and Design, which is very prestigious art school. Actually, my younger brother went there. That's how I came to be in Sarasota and learn. I never knew anything about Sarasota, but my brother went to this famous art school, and he later went on to study in Florence, Italy. But I never knew anything about Sarasota until that came about. And so Ringling is very, very prominent here. And not just the school, but the museum and all of the culture and the art aficionados it brings throughout the year here. It is a major, major attraction. And it's reflective in the architecture too. And again, this historic kind of style here, like this Spanish Mediterranean style, very cozy neighborhoods. And you'll notice too when you're driving around here, like the wider streets and the sidewalks. What an awesome location, especially if you do have to be really close to the airport. You're very close to downtown. I mean, from the house I have listed, by the way, again, it's 6607 Canetta Drive, Sarasota, Florida. All of these addresses are Manatee County with Sarasota addresses. Very close proximity to the airport, obviously, as I mentioned. I mean, you could probably walk from some of these locations. And then downtown Sarasota is so close, okay, with all of those great restaurants, the individually locally owned and operated businesses, restaurants, bars, and then right across the way we have the Oslo Theater, and again the Ringling Museum, and of course downtown the Opera, and just so many great cultural events here in Sarasota, from the downtown water frontage to Polo and Lakewood Ranch. I mean, it's really pretty convenient from here, very close to University and the University corridor that leads you right out to the interstate. So we love it here. And you know, there's so many neighborhoods to talk about in Sarasota. This was just one of so many. And anytime a buyer is looking to purchase here or invest in the area, there's so many options, and it just really depends on where you're at in life, your lifestyle, kind of if you're upsizing, upgrading, or downsizing, if you have kids or you're becoming an empty nester, primary residence, second home. There's a lot to talk about when kind of thinking about where you want to invest in the area or area that you purchase in. So I would love nothing more than to sit down and have a consultation with you via in-person or Zoom and email or whatever. So please call me, reach out to me anytime. I'd love nothing more than to talk with you. I can be reached at 941-544-7690, or if email's easier, shaylatwit@gmail.com.